A recipe like the one Justine just demonstrated is great for young people. Young people often resort to fast food for convenience, or they don't exercise because it cuts into their social time, or they don't bother having screening tests done because they assume that they are healthy. All of these factors can lead to a very, very unhealthy situation, and statistics are showing that heart disease isn't just for the middle-aged, it affects young people also.
Save up to 50% on your medicine bills. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if Pharmacodynamics has a generic medicine that's suitable for you.
For many people, looking after their heart or even undergoing heart surgery isn't on their list of things to do before the age of 30. For sports enthusiast and health-conscious Brendan Fairweather, heart surgery at 28 was a life-changing experience.
I was born with a defect on one of my valves in the heart. The long fancy word is a bicuspid aortic valve, essentially just an error on one of the leaflets of the valves. And from a very young age, even from birth, they picked up the fact that this would have to be replaced at a later age. And as it turned out over the years, this was something that happened a bit sooner at the age of 28. You kind of know at some point in your life it's going to get a bit more difficult, and in that time, specifically in the time leading up to the surgery, it becomes more difficult. So for me personally, it was more specifically about a year up to 18 months before the actual surgery when we started noticing more symptoms, things like anxiety. What we thought was anxiety was actually more heart-related and physical responses. And I've always tried to lead an active and healthy lifestyle. Growing up, that increased as I got older and started enjoying the likes of mountain biking, a bit of gym. Nothing hectic, just the basics that help you appreciate and enjoy a healthier lifestyle. There are some limitations, but I've always tried to just keep a balance between not just curling up into a ball and doing nothing.
While Brendan's heart defect was genetic, he chose a lifestyle that would keep his heart as healthy as possible. This is a principle all young people should adopt, as explained by Dr Vash Singh, CEO of the Heart and Stroke Foundation.
Younger people are presenting with symptoms of heart disease and stroke in South Africa and globally for the reason that young people, even in childhood, are adopting unhealthy lifestyles. The context that we live in, our landscape promotes an unhealthy lifestyle and behaviors. So, for example, children are being tempted to choose unhealthy foods and eat fast foods. We have a sedentary lifestyle for the reason that technology now promotes sitting in front of the computer, watching movies in front of the TV, rather than children going out and playing outside. The problem in South Africa is that our children suffer from a double burden. On the one hand, we have poverty, which results in underweight children, malnutrition, that leads to stunting. It predisposes our children to develop heart disease and stroke. On the other hand, we have the trend towards westernization. We're eating unhealthily, we're eating more fast foods, and of course we're becoming less active physically. Smoking tobacco products is also something that's very common in our children, and using alcohol at a very young age.
While children are easier to teach and mold into healthy living while young, it's our young adults who need to rethink their lifestyles.
The picture of our young adults in South Africa is a huge concern. You will find that in the age group between, say, 15 to 25 years of age, up to a third of our young women are overweight or obese. That puts them at risk for diabetes and developing heart disease and stroke. Hypertension is becoming a problem in young adults as well. 15-year-olds are showing up as having high blood pressure. At the moment, we're looking at 1 in 10 of our young adults walking around with hypertension or high blood pressure. The percentage of cardiovascular disease that is inherited or genetic is up to about 20%. That means that up to 80% of these diseases are related to our lifestyle.
Brendan is a prime example of why one shouldn't take a healthy heart for granted, and his message to others is that prevention is better than cure.
With my surgery, I was really privileged, I guess, in that I had the choice. I didn't have to wait for something bad to happen. So I guess in a month like September, where it's Heart Awareness Month, one of the biggest things I could say is don't wait for something bad to happen. Don't wait for it to be too late. You just need to keep a check on your heart every now and again. You know, in a day and age where everyone's concerned with their health and their physiques and that sort of thing, we're all training our muscles, but sometimes we forget the most important one, which is your heart.
A combination of healthy diet, regular exercise, and regular health screenings can keep your heart young for years to come.
Save up to 50% on your medicine bills. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if Pharmacodynamics has a generic medicine that's suitable for you.